I've got the Pirate Deus Ex theme. It's stuck in my head.
I fell into my recommendations on YouTube are just a mess now. They're just covered in memes.
That's better than all the other shit that it recommends.
Yes, that's for sure.
Let's see what my recommendations are.
You watched Dork Duck. Would you like to hear about white genocide?
Oh my god!
No, stop, please.
YouTube keeps giving me ads for like investing and stuff, and I'm like, I don't have money. Why?
It's because you're a gamer and it knows that you know about that GameStop stock.
All right,
Get that gamer stock.
I've got cult movie review, Moist Critical, Eurovision music.
Oh hell yeah!
Eurovision music. Future pop music, anime, and Vsauce.
Is this your recommended videos right now?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of Power Rangers, Murder Mystery Makeup Monday, and
oh nice. Tell you what,
video essay. It's so good.
I got a bunch of Summoning Salt and memes. Summoning Salt does retrospectives on world record video game things.
Oh, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, they're really good. If you like,
I like to watch the same thing over and over again because that's what I like to do. And so, like, all of my YouTube recommendations are just like, would you like to watch it again?
Videos, yeah.
And then oh, go ahead, Sam.
I was gonna say mine is mostly food and D&D.
Yes, so much food.
I love when there's things that you watch a lot, then it just like, hey, here's a playlist with all the things that you really like.
Right?
But thanks, I guess.
Thank you.
It's like, here's all this music that doesn't go together, but you listened to them recently, so put them all together.
The mix, baby.
It's like 80s pop, and then meme song, and then classic rock. Like, oh wait, what? Let me click on this. Oh yeah, that's a weird mix.
And then sometimes you get classic rock meme song mashup.
So here, one of those playlists.
Oh boy,
lay it on me.
All right, so we got ELO, meme song, Lunch Money Lewis with Bills, Correspondence, Lone Digger from Caravan Palace.
Cannibals, wow.
Yeah, I know. I like 80s pop, so.
It drives me crazy.
And then there's some future pop. So it's like, yeah.
So how do you make... Hold on.
It's a very open-ended question.
I was thinking about how do you
make
make tieflings a favorite enemy?
The humanoids?
Humanoids.
But on D&D Beyond, they're not underneath the humanoid list.
They're not?
They do count as humanoids, though.
Just
they
interesting.
definitely are humanoids.
That's weird.
D&D Beyond is wrong.
D&D Beyond is very wrong.
Do you have the all the books for on D&D Beyond?
Thought I did.
I mean,
favorite enemy is in BHP, so
Tiefling is Tiefling's in the player's handbook.
You should have BHP stuff.
Yeah.
You should do a Persona.
You should do a Persona.
You should do a Persona.
Conrad?
So I muted it just before she could say something.
Not too late. We heard.
Should do a Persona for Larry Boy from VeggieTales, she said.
Nice. Definitely do that.
Just learned about his existence yesterday, I'm pretty sure.
VeggieTales?
Larry Boy.
Oh.
So I've never actually watched VeggieTales either.
Don't.
I don't know. I'm kind of tempted now.
It's really good stuff. It's how you learn about the Lord in wholesome ways.
I've only ever seen that one scene out of context where they talk about randomly generated content.
What?
There's a scene where he's like, "Yeah, in the future, everything's going to be randomly generated," and he like just plays like white noise and then starts laughing, and then I'm like, "That's actually like eerily accurate now."
Okay, here we go.
Like eerily accurate.
I still always like that, just that reaction gif of just the tomato man, like going, oh,
like you put in your password and it's like you can't use your old password. There it is, the classic. Has any other human emotion been captured as well in 3D?
No.
Well, yeah, you can pick 2 humanoid races as favorite enemies, so I would definitely allow tieflings on that list.
I just watched the video.
It's good, right?
Weed eater. Yeah, unexpected, but it's funny because it's unexpected.
Yeah.
Should see it.
Yeah, I see what Sam's saying.
Oh, really? You're getting that same response too?
Yeah. Got dragonborns, dwarves, elves, gnolls, gnomes, goblinoids, grimlock, halfling, human, kobold, lizardfolk, merfolk, orc, swagan, were, all the were creatures as listed under humanoids, but doesn't have tiefling.
That's wild to me.
That's so wild, especially if like you have to individually list all the different were people.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
So like, what the fuck, bro?
You're only good against were rats. Sorry.
Which sucks because there's a tiefling tied to my backstory, and I'm like,
oh no, like
I'm like, wait,
yeah.
How do I hunt this guy?
That's a super good way to integrate it, IMO.
Through violence.
Yes.
Through violence.
Achieve nirvana through violence.
You mean that's not the point of D&D?
Is that a Tekken thing? Feels like that's a Tekken thing.
Or maybe
that
it's
sounds like something Tekken would do.
Or maybe like Soul Calibur.
This phrase.
It always says that. Oh, what's that? Remains for a number of hours equal to your proficiency bonus until it's reduces 0 hit points until you use.
That is a long sentence.
Drinking in, or you die.
So my question is kind of like, but there's no limit to how much you can, or at least I didn't see one, like a limit of how many times you can summon the Drake per day. So it's like, why even put that if it's just like every 2 hours he disappears, and then I have to go, oh no, and then just bring him right back?
Let me see that Drake Warden stuff again. What UA was it in again?
I just use 5e tools.
Oh, well, yeah, I should just do that too.
Action, summon,
Maybe that's the point? Action economy?
Once you summon a Drake, you can't do it until you finish a long rest.
Ah, got it.
Unless you spend a first level spot or higher.
That's right.
So it's essentially every 6 hours you have to spend a slot or what have you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's proficiency bonus, right? So it'd only be like 2 hours or 3 hours right now.
Yeah.
I don't remember what proficiency bonus y'all have right now. But
we're level 2.
We're level 3.
Little babies.
Babies.
It is, yeah, our proficiency bonus is just 2 right now. Just 2.
I have 3 spell slots, you guys.
Wow.
I'm happy for you.
There we go.
I have 6.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. Sorry.
Wizard.
I have zero spell slots.
I know exactly what that's like because I played Artificer in the other campaign, and it was like, wait, you guys are getting 6 level spell slots?
Right? You guys are getting 6 level. Yeah.
I thought that was just a joke.
No, that meme. You're.
R.I.P. half-casters.
Yeah, man.
They should get 6 level spell slots at 20 at least. Come on.
They have a pretty good capstone, honestly. So.
Most of them do, yeah.
Excuse me.
Ooh, big sneeze.
Sorry.
Cries in Sorcerer capstone.
Cries in Bard capstone.
Oh, please don't remind me.
Wait, aren't bards full casters? What?
Oh no, the Bard capstone is like the Sorcerer and Monk capstone, I think, where it's like, oh, you don't have any Bardic inspiration? Well, if you roll initiative, you get 1.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's so garbage.
The capstones, yeah, they're garbage. Yeah. I heard. I don't know what I heard. My brain's not working well.
Yeah, Sorcerer gets. Oh, you get 4 sorcery points back in a short rest. Yay!
Thank you.
It's stupid.
Thanks, Mom.
No bueno.
I've achieved near godhood, and now if I take a coffee break, I can get
level 20 near godhood, and yeah, some man, it grinds my gears. Anyway, so I know some of y'all saw me cry on Twitter, but like I've lost a lot of this campaign. Basically, like there was a patch note for Icewind Dale, and I was like, oh, okay, update. And with the update, it refreshed basically everything. Like even this map here, like got refreshed.
Brutal.
So a lot of stuff I'm going to have to rewrite, and remember over this weekend and stuff. But yeah, it's like the weeks I spent like preparing this campaign is all of that gone, everything gone.
Oh, that sucks.
That's crazy.
But yeah,
I really hope that you hear back from them.
I hope so too, but at this point I doubt it. And like, cause like we're already like using it and stuff, so I don't know if they can roll it.
Have you posted in their forums, their support forums?
As soon as Chuck told me that, like I hit the help desk and sent that out. But,
okay, hopefully they'll actually at the very least get back to you and just say like either say that they can't do anything or get back to you with like hopefully a solution. But
maybe. But yeah, like there's tons of stuff, like a lot of plot important stuff too. So, but hey,
are you good for tonight? Like you know, I mean...
yeah. Tonight. So I'll be transparent. There's not going to be too much battle. Sorry if you want to show off your subclasses.
No,
but not there. Well, there is potential for battle. I mean, you can go murder someone if you want to, whatever.
Yay!
Right? But nothing. I don't know. It just all depends on whatever you do. But there's going to be a lot more role play for this session and probably for the next 2 to 3 sessions, really. This chapter, this arc, if you will, is more role play stuff. So take your time. Don't be afraid to chit chat with your fellow players or NPCs. We have a big table, so I know we do it in Toon, but like if you guys want to chit chat in the chat, and like once you know like one person's done, I'll like highlight whoever's talking, that kind of thing. But anyway, on that note, like since you guys got subclasses, I don't know if anyone wants like some cool like ideas, like oh hey yeah, we can like with you gaining your subclass, we can do that. But if you know just wanna rock it like any old game, then whatever you want.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. That sounds really good to me.
I'm good because my subclass was kind of like at level 2, so it's like sort of kind of already get there.
Wizards,
mine, so yeah.
Those nerds, it's fine. They're already good.
I absolutely don't mind if we end early because I've had an exhausting day. I literally just got out of uniform.
For sure. Yeah, we'll aim for like 10 o'clock. That'll be good for me too because my head is killing me. But yeah. That'll be good. But yeah, who anyone like? I think I heard Nerfara, right?
Yeah.
You wanna? Yeah, go for it. And if you want any NPCs are participating, let me know.
Sure. We had some general people who were in charge of selling goods, right? And you said there was like a, there were a few people who were vendors, right?
Basically, the only vendor is Athena. She sells more like she sells and she rents out the axe beaks and dogs. But she'll like sell like some minor hunting goods as well. You're specifically looking for like metal stuff, right?
Yeah.
Actually, let's start it this way. You guys, you wake up in the morning, and you come down to the inn while you're having your breakfast. You'll see, for once, the town speaker. Well, I say once, like you guys know him personally, but anyway, he's not drunk. He's actually in like a corner of the inn, and he's got like paperwork working. He's doing stuff. He's got like a pair of like glasses on. He's like filling out lots of paperwork, looking really busy. But like he'll see like Tyura and head over to her and say, Tyura. What was his voice again? I don't remember. But he's like, Tyura. I believe you are a metalsmith or the like.
Oh yes, I'm always looking for new parts. I just haven't been able to afford them before. It's so great to have a little bit of cash, I have to say.
Yeah, hey, save your money. And he like pulls out like out of the table like a cart, not a cart, like a crate. Sorry, like a crate just full of junk. It's like, yeah, I sometimes pick up stuff on the lake and whatever. So, you can do something with that, I guess.
Oh, all right. Let me see what's in there. And just like in the middle of the floor of the inn, she just plops the crate down, opens up the lid, and starts digging it through. And she starts she pulls down her goggles, and she's got the little loop lenses, and she's looking at each piece. And it goes, all right, that's not so good. That's kind of corroded. This one might be. Oh my goodness! Oh, I didn't think I was going to see one of these things outside of my window. Oh my goodness! This is exactly what. Thank you.
Yeah, you find like a car bumper.
This is exactly what I needed.
Yeah.
And she plops her haversack down on the floor of the inn, like not even caring where she is right now. She's starting to spread things out. She's putting things into piles, and she's going to start pulling things out of the haversack. And the haversack, of course, is magically enchanted, so she's pulling absurdly large things out of the haversack, Mary Poppins style.
Yeah, right.
And she pulls out what looks like a pair of tank treads and what looks to be like almost a diving bell. And then on top of that, she's pulling out what looks to be like a giant drill bit. And she's zapping things with her multi-tool, and she's adjusting things, and she's playing with her tinker's tool, and she's assembling this robot on the floor of the inn, making a huge mess. And after a couple of hours, you are able to see what is evident in her character portrait next to her. I don't know if you could mind zooming in, like showing the picture.
Blowing it up, yeah.
I think we got the image linked to us before.
It's somewhere, I think, yeah.
I think it's in the notes, maybe?
Yeah, the token doesn't have it. Sorry, because I had to... But
nope, not in the notes.
So
not?
She's
wow, yeah.
And she powers it on, and the lights turn on, and she goes, Gimlet! Oh, Gimlet's working again! I can't wait to try him out.
Hang on. I will post this picture. Give me a sec.
No, I'm quickly running through mine.
I got it.
Just got it.
Willing it into existence.
I'm drawing it right now.
Bam! I got it. Going in.
I got it first. Damn it! No, it loaded too slow.
Yes.
All right.
Oh no, mine disappeared for some reason.
Yeah, there we go. Sam's the artist, so there we go.
I hope I have it.
I hope.
Hang on, just quickly editing out Sam's watermark.
Yeah.
This is why
I drew this. Nice.
Slightly crop it.
Nice.
But yeah, so she's all excited. She's got her little she's got a little remote control in her hand, and she's moving it around, and she's activating the drill and turning it on and off, and turning the lights on and off, and moving it on and forward. And she's like, "Now let's see. I think I made some adjustments. Oh, but I'm so happy you're back, little gimlet."
What kind of noises does he make? Does beep boop or?
So it's mostly the only noise it makes is the sound of its tank tread, but it also can make drill noises. So it can kind of make
yeah.
Yeah, like the sound of a what am I trying to say? Like the sound of a drill.
yeah. So Giblet's making those little noises. Happy to be back online. All right. In the meantime, like as those like 2 hours or so, you guys are being fed by Allie and Corey. They look like they clearly don't want this mess to be happening in their inn, but they're nice enough to just let it rock, and they'll clean up afterwards. Yeah.
She's pretty fastidious about piles of stuff. She doesn't want anything to go to waste, so she's putting everything else back into the crate, but some nuts and bolts might fall on the floor.
Sure. All right, cool. Nice. So, hey, what was the name of your subclass again? Battlesmith?
Yeah, she's a battlesmith.
Battlesmith. All right.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyone else want to, like, not to put you on the spot, if that's too much for you, no worries. But if anyone has, like, an idea they want to share, feel free.
Yeah, I had an idea of something.
Hey, great.
Imagine like Tiffs is waking up in the morning with just like the biggest headache of her life.
Oh.
Like splitting headache, migraine bad.
Yikes.
And it doesn't make a lot of sense because she wasn't even like drinking that much, you know.
Not that much.
Not much. And let's see, was there any? Would there be anyone in the room? Or...
Yeah, sure. Like you guys, this can probably say like 2 or so people. Let me throw someone else in. Who wants to have room?
I'll help.
All right, Amber.
Okay. Let me just...
Tiffs, you're not looking so good.
And then suddenly you can hear Tiff's voice inside of your head.
Oh shit!
It's like, head hurts.
Whoa! What the? Did you say something?
Are you thinking that, or like saying?
I'll say it out loud.
What? No, I was just like thinking that. My head. I need like some water or something. And she'll like reach out to like grab a glass of water. On her bedside, and a shimmering purple like knife comes out of her hand and like just cuts the water in half.
Oh shit!
Shit.
That's 10 gold.
And Amber, you hear in your head like, Amber, what the fuck is happening?
I have no idea. I just saw a bunch of purple stuff. Is anyone else around? I'm gonna start shouting for people.
Sure, yeah. Anyone wants to answer the call, go for it.
Yeah. Brick will check in. Oh, what seems to be the matter?
Tiffs is yelling in my head.
I'm sorry.
And the headache is like kind of like subsiding at this point. And Brick, you hear in your head, Brick, check out what I can do.
Oh, and he's saying this out loud. Oh my, Can I? And he starts to think, can I do this too?
Well, I can hear you in my head right now.
Oh, well, I don't. And he's saying this. He's kind of like swapping back and forth between speaking and thinking. He's like, that's a new sensation for me. Oh, and saying this out loud now.
So, I've only encountered this once before when, and then like Tiffs like shuts up. I was like, oh no.
Well, you don't have to say anything. It's just those are your secrets. I mean, once you trust us, you can always tell us. I mean, we're not gonna judge you anyway.
Yeah, no, whatever. Like, no, it's just like if I told you I'd have to kill you, that sort of thing.
Well, I mean,
Amber just starts laughing. She's gonna pass Tiffs her flask and be like, "This will help."
Here's the dog. Thank you.
Just know, Tiffs. I mean, I've had my sordid past before, so I mean, I understand where you're coming from. Just if you ever need to talk.
Talking's for like wimps and stuff. I'll get stuff done.
Well, okay, you don't have to
now
talk. You can talk.
Oh, okay, wait. You forgot to see this, and then she like pulls out another like psychic knife.
And, like, you got two of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Dual wield.
Oh, well, that's a mighty fine gift you got there.
I wonder if I can throw it. And she like just like throws it across the room. Like just disappears as soon as it hits the wall.
Brick like ducks down like, ooh, careful with that. You know, something strange happened to me before I headed to bed myself. I had you know, said I used to before going to bed every night, I said a prayer to the Wave Mother, and well, it seems I got an answer from her last night.
The who?
Umberly, the Wave Mother. Being that I lived in, you know, on the coast, often prayed to her for safety in the waters.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And well, seems that kind of talking to her over the course of years, seems she finally got an answer of sorts.
Everyone talks to gods. It's nothing weird.
No, it's something when you get an answer.
You mean people don't?
No, I've never. I mean, the only time I've had something, you know, answer that wasn't speaking to me was, you know, Tiffs there, or maybe the occasional drow person in town.
I'll clap Tiffs on the back. See, you're one step closer to godhood.
Oh, wicked.
I wouldn't go that far. That's it might anger some people saying that.
Yeah, well, I could take more of these purple knife things. Like, whoosh, yeah.
Would you like to see what I can do?
Yeah, go on.
It won't hurt now. And so you watch as Brick summons like essentially like fishing line, like rope and like an anchor around him, like kind of a weird like almost spectral line around him, and he throws it at you. Make a strength save.
Oh,
Get over here.
Yeah, I'm real good at these.
Oh!
whoa!
All right, so you like it tugs on you, and then you brace yourself on something, and he can't pull you.
I like dig a psychic knife like instinctively into the bag to like.
Oh, don't worry, it won't hurt you. It just makes me be able to pull, people closer to me.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I wonder if I like tie a rope onto one of these like purple things. I could do that.
Oh, that would be mighty useful. We'd be quite the team. You pull them closer, and I'll pull them closer, and then we, pincer attack.
Yeah, brilliant.
And I just feel like it's a little cold outside, but I don't know. I just
I feel like I could go for a swim. Just the water's calling to me.
It's impressive.
Does he also manifest a hat that says "Fish fear me"?
Nice.
Because I...
Does it have a couple of fishing lures sticking out of it?
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
Come fast. I got fish to catch.
You're right. Oh man, I rage fast because I got fish to catch.
Jesus.
Nice. Perfect. Hey, that was awesome. Is there anything else I don't know if you wanted Brick to actually go swimming or something.
No, I think it's just kind of like I don't need to necessarily go.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe like he's just looking out the window, like the water's calling him.
Yeah,
it's all frozen.
It's just kind of.
It is all frozen. True.
It's just this kind of longing to be on the water and just. It's kind of a hint, and I posted the ability in chat, so
yeah,
you can see.
It's super cool.
It's very useful. Very useful.
To think about the future.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything?
I got one.
Yeah.
So Poki's probably outdoors cooking right now.
Sure.
She's been thinking about the cute kobolds that she got to feed, and them talking about the dragons and stuff like that. And she's sitting there with her flint steel and trying to start the fire and kind of getting frustrated, and then but also excited because she's like, one day I'll cook for that white worm that they talked about. And as she's still trying to light this fire, something forms next to her and starts to apparate, and then a tiny little wet dragon lights the fire underneath her cooking pot. She's like, oh.
Aww.
And then she starts communicating with it and realizing that she's speaking Draconic. Her goal is closer. She can feel that one day she'll be able to cook for that white worm. And with this little dragon's help that she has named Peanut.
Peanut! Aww,
because it can be deadly for some people.
Okay, I didn't think about that. That's good. That is really funny. Nice. I forgot, because for both you and Tyura, throw me a token if you can. Not now. Whenever you have the chance, I can probably I can make a little token for them.
Is it the same art from
fair for you I'll just edit it and
okay, great.
Make that myself.
Is there a dimension it has to be?
What size is it?
Dimension 20.
Art can be any dimension, just preferably a square.
Okay, perfect. I'll find you some art.
A square token. So, but yeah. All right. Anyone else? I don't know if, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Justin won't make it tonight. He just got off work, so.
Oh.
Yeah. But I think that's everyone.
Yeah, everybody they got a subclass and stuff.
I mean, I don't want to leave out Rep. I don't want to leave out Chuck or.
I'm already superpowered. It's good.
If you want to, do a little thing like.
I mean, all she would probably do is ask around for decent ingredients to brew stuff.
Okay. I almost forgot. So I've been Chuck and Hunter. You've been writing in your journals. Thank you very much. I very much enjoy reading your characters' thoughts. And so you will be rewarded for it. You got to use it this session because got to use this session, and for your characters only, a free take 20.
Oh shit!
Free take 20.
All right, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, wait, we have journals,
right?
Journal, PC bio, and journal, right under your character.
I remember this from session 0.
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
I don't have a journal under there. Just had the backstory. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, you can write whatever you like in there. Like I said, bio, backstories, thoughts. But these two have been constantly writing in it, and I like it, so they're getting rewarded.
Okay. I want to leave my backstory and just kind of alone, separate from that. Could you toss me a journal in there, and I'll start doing that for you.
Let's do that right now before I forget. I'm gonna duplicate this, and then you can just delete it and stuff. Yeah, you can just edit that to Rick's journal.
Thank you, kindly.
All right. Okay, so let's see. All right. Oh yeah, Hunter, do you want to do like a little, I don't know, Jackal's wizarding school?
I mean, do I know if there's like any place to get like spell scrolls or anything like that in town?
Oof.
This seems like a kind of like a backwoods town, so like I'm not holding my breath for that.
I can see like probably ask one of the twins, and they can say, sorry, we don't do much magic up here, in this town anyway. Perhaps try East Haven. I hear there's a wizard down there.
East Haven, huh? Wizard?
Mm-hmm.
Powerful one, or just kind of like?
Is it? Oh, just some rumors around Icewind Dale. It seems as a group of wizards came and visited, and well, I don't know where all of them are, but last I heard there was a wizard in East Haven. I think his name begins with a D or something.
A D or something. All right, cool. And when you say wizard, you mean like I hold up my spell book and I'm like this kind of wizard, or like I like look around to see if it's like, oh wait, I mean like, can he? But like this kind, the written kind, you know.
She shrugs. She shrugs and she says, "All I know is they were called a wizard. That's what all the gossips say."
All right. Well, that's more than I guess than nothing. So that's cool. Thank you. Yeah. All right.
And you know she'll walk away or whatever. Anyway. All right. Cool. But yeah, unless you guys want to do something.
I just wanted to shop a little bit.
What would you like to buy?
I'd like to have Thuria unenchant the studded leather armor, and buy breastplate armor. So I'll give her back her attunement thingy that she does.
Awesome.
Yes.
Breastplate.
Infusion.
Yes.
In that case, then does Tiff want Goggles of Night?
Okay.
Ooh, that would be really good.
Hang on.
Yeah, sounds good.
Unfortunately, they don't sell breastplate here in this town. This is very backwaters town. What armor do you have right now?
Studded.
Okay.
Nope, just regular leather.
Just Athena is selling hide, so she can at least upgrade to that if you like.
Okay, I can do that.
It's 1 AC, right?
Yeah. When does Thuria learn how to make armor?
You mean Tyura?
Tyura. Who did I say?
Thuria. I think you're thinking
You're merging.
I thought you were making a
The timelines are merging.
Yeah, I thought you were making a joke, and I was like, okay.
So,
I'm very tired.
I can infuse armor, and it's like just that simple, just +1. But I don't know if
For
I can
making
make
armor,
fancy
I'll
stuff.
allow that. But you gotta have a forge, you gotta have the materials, and it's gonna take time, more than anything, like a week or so, or actually no. Well, if it's mundane, like a day or two.
Yeah, I think it's like half the cost of it.
Right. I'm going off just the top of my head from what I remember, but I'll mostly base it on your role, really, your blacksmith role.
Okay.
But it forge time, and there ain't no blacksmith in this town, unfortunately. Not like an actual blacksmith. You just have Athena, who, well, she can make hide. So
Hey, that's better than what I had.
So,
Right.
yeah, I can just kind of
I don't
enhance. I can enhance the armor with magical strength, or yeah, if I was gonna make my own armor, I could make you a breastplate probably, but yeah, I need to just have I have materials now.
Yeah. If we ever find ourselves back in Bryn Shander, we could probably get it done.
Yeah, you guys already know they're the
Mm-hmm.
smith. But there's most likely a smith. Well, East Haven will definitely have a smith because it's one of the big towns.
Gotcha.
It actually does not change my AC
Oh,
That's odd.
because max 2 for hide.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
It does have max dex. That's right.
Okay. Well,
Oh, that's so wrong.
Yeah, it's very weird.
yeah.
Although hide is supposed to be like a ton of like big sheets of goop all over you, so it's a little weird to walk in, I guess.
Yep. You can always get that medium armor feat, which will bump it up.
Ooh, that's true.
Anyway, up to you. Do you still want to get the hide, or you want to just keep what you got with the leather?
I mean, it's the same. I'll just say I have hide on now, so I look
Sure.
cooler. I look more like
That's
a
true.
ranger.
Sure. Whatever you want, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you guys let me know what else you want to do.
How is our food looking right now for the group?
I'm pretty sure you guys are stocked up. I mean, the twins will definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like I don't think you guys have used any rations or anything like that, and these twins have been keeping you guys fed the whole time you were here. So
Just to be sure, so I do have an artificer infusion slot back then.
Yes. I'm just going to keep the regular armor. So, sorry. I'll go back to just the regular leather armor without it, because that way I don't have a max cap on dex in case I decide to pump dex up.
fair.
So, does anybody need?
night vision goggles?
Yeah. I think getting Tiff some night vision goggles would be pretty good.
Okay. Yeah,
Especially if she's going to be scouting.
Oh, yeah.
I will do that.
Cool.
So I'll use some of those parts that I found in the box, and maybe pick up a thing or two from the local outfitter.
Sure.
And I'll put together a pair of really cool goggles, and I'll I know what she'll do. She'll take her goggles off. She'll take some of the pieces off of her goggles and put them onto the new goggles and go, I like these better. And then she looks around and goes, does anyone want these? I just upgraded.
Oh, me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Well, you're welcome to it. I don't need them anymore. They'll help you see in the dark, you know.
Because it turns out like Odin's technique of like covering up your eyes to see that doesn't work. So thank you.
No, I don't think that would help. I don't think it works that way.
Oh, man.
Maybe you're doing it wrong.
I was doing it right. It's just stupid method.
But here you go. These will work a treat.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, I'll go to the townspeaker Trovis.
Well, Trovis, is there anything else in town that you need help with?
And he looks around and is like, I don't think so. Got all this lovely financial paperwork to work through. Once again, thank you on behalf of Care Koenig. We much appreciate all the help you've done. Yeehaw.
Well, it was our pleasure, I think. It was a little bit regrettable the way it turned out, but...
And he looks at you and says, what do you mean?
Well, I didn't want to, necessarily kill the people there, but, one of them committed suicide, and the other drove the other one to kind of just,
Trovis looks at you and he like shakes his hand. And he's like, shakes his head, and he's like, I get it. I used to be an adventurer myself, retired when I was around level 8. But anyway, what I'm saying is things like that are going to happen. You got to just remember what's good and what's evil. You understand, son?
Yeah, I think so. Any advice as we head out on the road?
And he nods his head, and he's like, all right, you take care. And don't be afraid to defend yourself, all right? Swing first. That's what my papa used to always tell me.
Thanks, Truths.
Yeah, he adjusts his glasses and gets back to the paperwork.
Poki would like to talk to him.
Yeah, he comes up and he's like, hello.
You've been here a while, right?
It's like, yes, several years.
And you kind of keep a close eye on who comes in and out of this town?
And he says, more or less. I mean, it's a very quiet town. I definitely hear when there's a newcomer, as long as I'm not too intoxicated.
She nervously looks back, looks around the room, and then takes a piece of paper, puts it on the table, and slides it towards him, and asks, "Have you ever seen this gentleman?" And it's gonna have the name written.
It's just his name?
Yeah.
Okay, he looks at it, and he scratches his head, and he's like, I may have, but I'm not exactly sober all the time. How about you take this over to Glenn? He's the one who carries all the gossip around anyway.
I much appreciate it.
And he nods his head. So you take care.
You too.
And I like your chef's hat.
Thank you. And she scampers off.
Okay, yeah. And I looks up, anyone else before I get back to work?
Tiffs will be reaching out with her mind. So, this is your conscience. You need to lay off all the booze.
He looks at you, and then he just holds up his hand, and you see a magic ring on it, and he just shakes his head at you. Nope.
No! That would have worked if... No.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm so good.
Yeah, you got no idea. You can tell it's a magic ring, but you have no idea what that is.
I like your ring.
And he's like, yeah, I like it too. Stay safe.
She just scutters out.
I guess
Rick's gonna go up to Amber and whoever's kind of gathered around. And, should we head out soon, or do I have anything else we need to do in town?
I think we got everything right.
I'd like to test how Gimlet holds up in the extreme weather conditions and cold that we're going to be dealing with.
You want to dump him in the lake, or?
Oh, no. That would probably short circuit something. Although, I bet there's some sort of waterproofing I could do. If I wanted to improve it, she continues on under her breath for another 5 minutes.
Brick actually listens intently.
She starts writing down things in her notepad about materials that might be waterproof and also heat resistant.
Yeah, Brick's gonna kind of interject when waterproofing. He's like, "Well, I was on a boat for quite a few, a lot of years, most of my life actually." So just kind of pointing out different things that he used during seal boats and whatnot.
But wouldn't that be more flammable? She's just kind of discussing that with him.
Well, I suppose so, but that's just. I mean, you don't see a lot of people using fire, so I mean.
Yes, but see, the issue is you would be dealing with high friction situations where, unless properly lubricated, properly lubrication, I could probably do something about that. Yeah, they're just talking, they're nerding out.
Yeah.
I believe, Poki, you want to go see Glenn, right?
I would like to, please.
Yeah, so she heads over to the bar, and he's just cleaning up. It's in the morning, so I mean, it technically shouldn't even be open. But yeah, he's just cleaning up, and he's like, one of the heroes.
Mr.
What can I help you with?
Glenn, I was sent over here, that you might be able to help me out with rumors around the city, or I'm looking for somebody.
It's like, well, perhaps.
Is it just us?
Yeah, it's just you two in there.
I'm looking for a tiefling named Kardroth.
And he's like, He strokes his shaved chin, and it's like, I think I know that. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, for sure, yeah. Recently, actually down south in Cara Dinaval.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know when he was last in town, or if he was with anybody?
I don't know that. Well, actually, he's with a lot of people. I don't know the exact details. All I know is that a large group of folks ended up heading over to Care de Naval, and I guess they're guests of the speaker or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Information I really could have used right now. But you have a wonderful day, Misty Glenn.
Yeah, you too. Stay warm.
You as well. And she'll go and find, I don't know, fuck, whatever Hunter's character's name is. I totally forgot. Jackal.
Oh, are you there, Hunter?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I'm just a little out of it right now.
I understand. Yeah. I don't know if you're up for RPing, but
Oh yeah, no, sure. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh,
okay.
I was just signing my character off on the thing, so anybody else.
Oh, going to find me. Okay.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I thought you wanted to do some RPing with him. Okay. All right. If you guys, this is a very boring town. That's the point. So, if you guys want to,
Yeah, I just got one thing. I guess before we leave,
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bother the twins to see if they know what the frozen fairy means.
Frozen Fairy, as in Fairy.
Ferry. It's in their lantern in Dwarvish.
Give me a sec.
I'm hearing FAIR as well. I'm kind of like, wait, what? I mean, yeah, any fairies staying outside in the Icewind Dale is going to get cold.
Pretty much. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm just looking over my notes. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
Trying to find a thing. Whoops, this is the wrong place. Whoops. All right.
Whoa! Sorry for holding y'all up.
You just gotta ask the hard questions.
I just gotta ask the weird things.
It's cool. I'm still like working on my dinner.
Oh, yeah,
That
what
looked really
did you-
good, no way.
Yeah, what did you make up with those like scalloped potatoes and
So it is chorizo and octopus with a tomato sauce,
what?
Oh,
Yukon Gold
Ooh.
potatoes, and roasted
shit,
broccoli.
there it is.
The best kind of potato.
That is some swanky shit.
We have a new Asian market in town. It's so good. It's actually got octopus and squid.
Man.
I'm super excited.
Damn. Well, I'm actually more impressed that you're able to cook it and have it be good because that's notoriously tricky stuff. So well done.
It's one of my like chorizo and octopus just go so well together.
Weird.
Never had
I gotta
guess
try
that.
that sometime.
I almost had a raw octopus, but it was like too tough to chew, so I didn't
Yeah, they
bother.
can be weird if they're not prepped
I do want to
correctly.
see. Yeah, I still want to have the fried octopus ball, whatever you call it.
Oh, takoyaki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
Sounds
that all the
great.
time at the local sushi store.
It's so good.
Sounds great.
I make it for
Um,
Hunter sometimes.
I think I will instead spin this into
No,
I guess where we
have
want to go
your
next.
answer. Shut up. I have your.
Oh, okay.
But no, what did you want to also ask?
I was just going to say that I can let everyone know that I found something from the Durgar thing when we brought all the stuff back. I found
Yeah.
this note.
This is more like a reminder because you did
Yes.
show this note to the party.
Okay.
It's a note written by Durf, and it says, "Brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in East Haven. From this new base, the search for Chardalyn continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land."
Did you say Big Boss?
You did.
All right, but
So if we're not heading anywhere in particular, I think East Haven's a pretty good place to maybe scout out next.
and well, it's on the way. Down
Perfect.
south is Caer Dineval, and then right there's East Haven. But to answer your question, yeah, the twins be like, "Oh, we used to have a ferry that goes along the lake, from here to East Haven, to Caer Dineval to East Haven." But she shrugs.
Yeah,
Like,
super frozen lake now. Yeah, rip.
Mm-hmm.
What a shame. All right, thanks for letting me know.
No worries. Sorry, you have to travel by foot.
That's all right.
Or, well, if you want to, you can always. I'd definitely recommend renting out either the axe beaks or a dog sled.
Oh, that's right. Did we only rented them for the one-way trip up here so far, right?
It was like town to town.
Right.
So-
Yes. Got it.
That's correct.
Dog sled?
You can do a dog sled instead, but they are more expensive.
How about a robot sled?
Nice.
Soon.
Probably doesn't have good enough treads to be able to handle pulling too much.
Yeah, the spiky ice treads.
Yeah, I gotta get some crampons for the treads.
How big is Giblet?
So
What size? I mean,
Sam pretty much got it. But let's see. As far as size class, I think it's medium.
Small?
Probably medium. It might be a small, yeah. It's one of the two.
Hunter, can you back me up because you're the artificer in the other game?
Oh, he's
I was an armorer. Yeah.
never
So
mind.
Battlesmith is different, but
Let me just make sure because I've got the like steel.
Hell
defender
yeah.
stat handy.
Artificers aren't the same. All right, Steel Defender. I just want to make sure that
Medium. Yeah, it's medium construct.
medium. Ah, there.
Perfect.
Medium construct. Yeah, a medium creature definitely can't pull the sled. I mean, maybe like or I should say, I don't know, creature relatively in this case. But anyway, like probably like one person, but like it can't like function like a dog sled. Like a dog
Right,
sled has, like, six.
It could pull me basically.
Right. Yeah.
But not anything else.
But yeah. But I mean, the chocobos, whatever they're actually called, are Axebeak. They're actually really nice. So if you want to use them too, like Athena will have you rent them out. Like if you want to rent them out to just head to Caer Dineval, she just charges 4 gold. If you want to buy them, she will charge a little extra. Actually, she charges like 60 gold.
I don't want to. Yeah, that's a lot too. I was just say I don't want to steal the tiny towns like 6 axe beaks though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, with that money, should have to go buy more.
Right.
so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think renting them is fine enough. I mean, we're just going to the next place anyway, and we can scout out the area from there.
Yeah, since we're staying within the 10 towns at the moment, I don't see a reason why we need to buy them.
Yes.
Is that 4 gold for the lot of us, or for each?
For each.
Okay.
Got it.
I will toss in my 4 gold.
Same.
All right. Cool. That's
All
perfect.
right.
Yeah,
Sure,
we'll
same.
That's more.
Also, I'd like to buy some fish before we head out of town.
Fish. Ooh.
Fish.
Oh yeah, and I'd like to buy like a couple liters of whiskey.
You can get lots of fish here. Let me see. How much should I charge for fish? You want a barrel of fish? A barrel of fish, 10 gold.
Sure.
Barrel of fish. What do you want? Whiskey? Whiskey. Whiskey's gonna be a little more pricey.
Yeah.
Stuff. Like one of those portable. I want to call it
like a cask or a barrel. Yeah.
Cask. There we go. Yeah. 10 gold.
Sure. Easy. Done.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Rick's gonna be like, no, actually, can I have one of those as well?
All right. Yeah.
Don't want to.
We'll just clap him on the back. Hey.
All right.
It keeps you warm.
That's great.
How much does that weigh, by the way? Oh wait, we have a haversack, right?
Yeah, it'll go in the haversack. I'm not terribly worried.
I'll call it 10 pounds.
Sure. Yeah. Fair.
Why not? Supplies. But yeah, you get like a nice bunch of fish, Poki, enough to last a while. I think you guys got a lot of food, so you should be real good for quite some time.
We've got a decent amount of rations in our haversacks too, I'm pretty sure.
Indeed.
Poki's cooking tastes better anyway.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
And I just consider like she makes the rations, like little.
Ooh, even better.
Little Lunchables.
Fish Lunchables.
Yeah, right.
I like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mom's lunch.
Mega Man and rolls. He gets his own robot. Yeah.
I get it.
Oh,
you get
man.
it? There you go.
You
I
have
get
a
it.
sushi
That's
bot,
good.
you call it roll bot. I like that.
Hey.
Nice. All right. You guys have got your supplies. Trovus bids you all farewell. So do the sisters.
Bye-bye.
Glenn, Athena, this town of only 5 people.
Hell yeah.
They wave you goodbye, and then a meteor strikes and blows them all up.
No.
Going over. Yeah, you head out.
What's this scroll here?
What's this scroll? Yes. All right. Yeah, you guys head out. By Axebeak or Dog Sled, it's only going to take an hour to head to Naval. It's right next door. Let's go on the map, shall we? Just so I can show you. Some of the edits on some of the maps got refreshed too, like in Bryn Shander.
Oh, shame.
Went away. Fortunately, the world map here stayed. So, but I have to actually change.
Yeah, all the tokens got reset though.
Yeah, they did.
Damn.
Hang on, background to back. There we go. All right, there's Cara de Naval, and jeez, trying to get this. Okay, I can't get that. Never mind. I'll do it later. All right, yeah. Cara de Naval is this one right here, along the lake, and y'all already know East Haven is right down there. Wait, are you seeing this, or did I?
We're not seeing the other names. We see Kerkonig. That's it for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yes.
the only
Yeah,
one.
we saw the pings.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do see the pings.
Cool. Alrighty. Yeah, and Cara de Naval is real close. 2 hours by foot, but you're heading there real quick. So no need for a exhaustion extreme cold save. Those are made every hour, and well, you're good. However, on your way there, you get attacked. No, I'm just kidding.
Yay!
Oh,
You
no.
do see one. You see. Let's see. Hang on. Give me a sec. Get these notes. Oh shit! Fuck! I forgot about this. More importantly, as you're leaving, rewind. As you're leaving, what's this place called? Karikonig. Brick slash. What was it? Brick? Yeah, it was Brick last time. Well, I should say the whole party. Like you head out like a little bit, and up you see like a little sparkle in the snow, and then coming to approach you are 2 little chewinga.
All right.
And Brick, you recognize these are the 2 that were drinking out of the teacup from the other one that you had the tea party with.
Oh, hello there. you made it back.
They look up at you and they kind of like hold their hands out.
Oh, the soap bar. The soap bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So,
I'll give my. Oh, Serge, go ahead.
Oh, I think there's two of them, so we can both do it, right?
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I will hand it a soap.
I will
You hand it the soap.
other.
Both of you hand it the soap. They look at the soap and they nod at each other and they pat the soaps down and then they hold their hands out again. They like squeeze their hands.
Brick pulls out a little bag of tea. Like, this is what we're looking for, friend.
And they shake their head and they make an insight check or a performance check. As you got to figure out the charades.
Insight. +0.
Yeah. Brick's having a hard time. He doesn't know what's going on.
Let's see if I can help.
Sure.
I believe in you.
Yes!
Damn. All right. So Amber, you specifically know, like they're making little charades, like they're pointing upwards, and they're wiggling their fingers. They want something shiny.
Shiny things.
They want something shiny. You realize like what the charades are trying to make is like they're trying to point at the stars. And they're trying to say, hey, something shiny. But they really want something shiny. And you know that you can recognize that when they nod their heads to each other, that means like, yeah, they'll use the soap, but they want something
else first. Sure.
Mm.
I'll tell the party that they're still looking for some gifts. They want something shiny.
Brick pulls out a coin. Like, well, let's give them this.
Yeah, and I'll pull out a shard of something that we found in the Durgar thing, like a gemstone or something.
I think I've got like an agate or something.
Yeah.
One of are you gonna use one of the little shards that you found on the dude's table?
No.
No. Yeah, if you started to do that, Tyura would stop you.
Right.
Okay. You sure?
Well, Tyura, I mean, she said she would try to stop me, so I will let her stop me.
But yeah,
okay. So she catches Amber starting to pull out a piece of shardolin, and her eyes go wide, and she goes, no, and she like pats Amber's hand. It's like, we got this. We'll take an agate.
It looks at you, Amber. Like you're like patting down the pocket. And he points at your pocket. It's like,
ooh,
that. What is that?
Should I show him?
So, Tyra's looking back and forth at the chewingas, and she goes, "No, you don't want that. You don't need that. You're fine. Take the agate. You like the agate."
It stamps its foot, and like Amber, it's like, show me.
It wants to see it at least.
Tyra, what's the problem? I mean, just show it to him.
I'll show him the shard.
Okay, you pull out the shard. Both of the chewingas hug each other, and they kind of jump backwards.
Oh.
And it starts to shake its head. Amber, whatever this thing is you're holding.
They don't like it.
Hate it.
All right, I'll put it back in. It's like, well, they don't like it anyway, so don't think we need to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Brick leans down, just like, here's a coin for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they grab the coin, and they're like, ooh. They like kind of do a little dance with it, a little booty shake. And then after that, they will each jump onto the soap bars and fly away.
Woohoo!
Why did I imagine Schwinka's twerking? Like showering the coins down on him like dollar bills.
But all right, that's 2 down, or I should say 3 down, right? Okay. Now, back to what I was gonna do. I totally forgot about. Okay. Yeah, you guys head on out, and you see a figure, in the snow.
Santa Claus.
Yes, exactly.
I knew it.
First, what you notice at first is you see like you see this figure is kneeling down in the snow, and they seem to be in front of a sculpture. I should say like a frozen individual. But as you approach, he looks over and he'll stand up and smile and give you a nod. And let's see, let's throw up this guy's token.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's that guy.
It's
He
okay.
says,
It's only one of them.
and he says, "Greetings. I am Boreas."
Hello there. Brick. This is my party.
You're up pretty far alone.
You observe him a little more. He's shivering, but like he's got a smile on his face. And again, like I mentioned, he was kneeling in front of like what seems to be a frozen statue. No perception checks needed. You can look and see that that there's an individual frozen in there in like a block of ice, like a crude block of ice. Let's see.
You seem a bit cold there, friend.
And he looks and he says, "Indeed I am, but that is how it should be." And he like turns to Tyura and he says, "I'm out here because I'm praying to Ariel."
Are you praying to her to stop all this mess?
And I'm praying to her to spare the lives of others, and also for this individual here.
Do you think she'll listen?
He smiles and nods, and he says, "I know she listens. I've spoken to her multiple times throughout my life."
If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea why she's, I guess, upset? I mean, seems odd that all these changes going on here in Aspendale.
Let's see. He will firstly make an insight check for me.
Sure. I think I'm great.
You look and you can see that there's like he's kind of like holding back a little bit. Excuse me. And you'll say that as for that is knowledge I cannot share with one who is not of our faith. But
Ooh.
I suppose to an outsider, it may seem that she is being evil or cruel, and I can assure you that is not the case.
I think I know where you're coming from.
I always thought of her more as hurt and lashing out.
Poki, make an insight check. You can see like there's an expression of sadness on his face as you like at the very line of her being hurt. But he kind of just like he shivers from the cold and says, "She is the embodiment of winter, and well, the winter is cold and cruel, and it brings death and destruction, but it also brings us together and makes us stronger. Us folk of Icewind Dale are stubborn and strong. We fight back against her, and she smiles with pride. That is our culture and our faith."
Reminds me of my goddess, Umberly, spending time on the sea.
As you say that, his eyes like kind of narrow and like glare at you for a moment. And he will say, "I suggest you do not speak of her while in my lady's domain. They are at odds."
Oh, dear. I always thought they kind of got along with
He just kind of groans. Make a persuasion check. This is brick only.
Not great.
Yeah. He's just like, yeah. He doesn't want to talk too much, particularly since you just dropped the U name.
Yeah. But I mean, I know how it is. The perception of your deity being evil, and Umberly gets that. The Wave Mother gets that a lot.
He'll nod at that, and he'll say, something folks forget is they try to humanize the gods. A deity is a complex entity not to be equated to us mortals. They can't hold our morals and values, much less even our concept of time. They're impulsive, and they have to behave in the way their aspects demand them to.
Yeah, me too.
And he looks over to Tiffs. Are you alright there?
Yeah, sorry.
I'll nudge Tiffs in the ribs. Be respectful.
Yeah. I was just about to say, it's definitely one of those things where both of them require quite a bit of respect. Enter into the domains. No.
He nods. I'd appreciate it if you would truly remember that, because, as I mentioned, Aurel can, well, not take kindly to other followers of other domains, of other followers of other deities within her domain.
Of course, I'll keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, would you like a blanket? You seem to be shivering.
He shakes his head, like he holds his hand up, and he says, "Oh, no. This is how I sacrifice for my lady. I do this for the towns. My lady can be content with a small town like such as Caer Konig with sacrificing food or warmth, but for other places like Bryn Shander and East Haven, well, I do this to contribute and to pray for the others." His name's Boreas.
Okay, I was just like sitting here and I was like, did we even ask him his name yet?
He introduced himself.
He introduced himself, yeah.
My name's Boreas. Oh, yuck.
Oh, I heard Boris. Okay, Boreas makes more sense.
My goddess.
My God.
I'd like to get a closer look at the statue if possible.
Perfect.
Even if it's like just from here, I don't want to interrupt him.
You can see it from right where you are.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm gonna hijack your brain.
Oh yeah. All right, here we go.
Your
I can do
memories.
that too.
Assuming direct control.
But no. Amber, remember you instantly recall I think like 2 days ago in game, when you encountered the frozen adventurers.
Yes.
So those frozen adventurers, they were like perfectly frozen.
Right.
Like even from a distance, you thought they were real people just at first, but like you got closer now, because you could tell. And like even the ice, there's like patterns of swirls and snowflakes. You could even describe it as beautiful, right? If not horrifying for the fact they were still alive. What you see before you is this crude chunk, this crude block of ice. This individual is just flat out frozen. And let's see. You can do some checks.
Religion?
Perception, or you'll get to the religion soon. Sure. Perception, or medicine, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, 12's okay.
12's good. 12 passes. Anyway, this person, you can't really tell. You can tell they're humanoid, but they're dead. They're very much dead. This is just frozen dead, in a very like I mentioned again, crude block of ice. as compared to the adventurers who, well, they were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Then go ahead and make your religion check.
Sure.
Excuse me. 15. All right. Okay. Just from the emanating aura, Ariel definitely did not do this.
Gotcha.
I mean, if it was not obvious enough by just looking at it,
yes.
You can kind of feel the aura. It's not done by a deity, but it is done by something powerful.
Boreas did it?
Like I was gonna say, like a lich attached to a dragon, maybe.
Let's see, with your 15, you're picking up on something infernal in nature.
Ooh, shit. All right, I'm gonna keep that to myself for now.
Mm-hmm.
Fill in the party later.
All right, but yeah, Boreas kind of just like I'll say, like all that happened like in your head.
Sure.
Like you're just looking over someone's shoulder to look at the statue. But yeah, Boreas. Last thing he said was just he's out here. He's praying. So he's out here like to freeze, like to be cold is his sacrifice that he's doing. He's sacrificing his warmth for the sake of everyone in Icewind Dale, really. And well, particularly right now it's for this individual.
Yeah.
Let's see, let me do something. Yeah, he's gonna notice Amber kind of looking at it. And he'll say, if in case you're wondering if this was done by my lady, it was not.
Do you know what happened?
He kind of looks and he says, this seems to have been done by... I'd rather not dread the thought, but it's not good.
Yeah, it's getting the same sort of vibe.
And like he shakes his head, he's like, I'm quite worried about the state of Icewind Dale and what things may happen. And he kind of looks at you all for a moment and he's like, may I ask what you are all doing here in Icewind Dale? Traveling together.
Well, we're, I guess what you call adventurers. Some by any other name.
Looking for like good treasure and stuff.
We are the icebreakers.
We're here to help people.
He nods. He's like, I see. Perhaps I have nothing to worry about then.
Yeah, we're not going to mention that we happen to be here to stop Oriel.
Oh no, that's a super top secret mission.
Zippity-dip.
Indeed it is. It is top secret.
Not going to mention that.
Good. But yeah, he smiles and nods. Yeah. You can definitely tell, like I think like everyone can kind of tell there was like something on the tip of his tongue when it comes to when like Brick was like, "Oh yeah, Umberly," but he's holding back. He doesn't want to. He's not talking too much. He's not spilling the beans. But with that, he's just going to say, well then, I suppose you're heading down further south to Caer Dineval.
We are.
Stay warm and stay safe.
You as well.
Yeah. And
Stay frosty.
Mm-hmm. He'll like kneel down and just keep praying.
Does he have anything like of value that looks like it could be nicked off him?
Wow.
No.
How dare you?
First of all, this is a holy man. But no.
That's right.
All he's got is what's on his back and his spear.
Tiffs, are you really stupid enough to assault a cleric of Auril in her fucking house?
Yes. Did you really have to ask that?
This is a lady who kicked a Spore's corpse twice, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I ate a Yeti nipple.
And you ate a nipple.
Gross.
Before we take off, Poki's gonna go over and just set one of her treats right next to him.
Beautiful.
In case you get hungry. And then
And he says, no. I'm fasting, abstaining from food.
I mean, they're not that great for you. There's tons of sugar in there for the preserving and everything like that, but okay.
I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. Perhaps I will encounter you another time. All right.
Stay safe out there.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head over. You continue your journey. Oops.
That was groovy.
That's good.
Bye, Groovy.
You head over and you reach Kieran Naval. Let me just make sure this map is good.
Well, I
Didn't
didn't expect that kind of bad reception.
Yeah. Fiona, just so you know, that thing he was tight-lipped about, that big block of ice, I think it was Infernal make.
Infernal.
You know, devils.
Well, I did notice it seemed a bit more crude than those perfect statues we saw before. And those before, they seemed like they weren't, all dead. They seemed mostly dead. But this one's certainly dead.
This one's been here for a while, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense that it wasn't the same thing that killed the others, but Infernal, you think?
Just a hunch.
You ever wonder if something's setting up Ariel?
Well, I mean, the way he got upset about Umberly makes me worried.
I'm not too religious.
Yeah. So, there are the Gods of Fury.
Gods of Fury.
There's Umberly, Auril, what's his name?
Tyr?
Malar,
and one more. Talos. They all kind of have this kind of collection or unity or some kind of, I don't know, they're gods.
Some kind of Justice League?
Oh, something like that, maybe. I don't know.
Like a pantheon?
Yeah, sort of. Like gods of destructive forces. Well, of course, Umberly of the sea and waves, and Auril of winter, and Talos of storms. Malar, I don't quite remember.
Make a religion check.
Religion check for a brick. Rolling all the things I'm not good at.
Amazing. Yeah. Perfect. Anyone else can roll it. He's talking out loud. So
Sure, yeah. I'll go for it.
Can someone help me, please?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Do the gods talk to each other? Do they meet up on Saturdays for coffee and tea?
Yeah, they all have a Zoom call.
Fortunately, I'm not privy to the inner
Malar is the god of bloodlust.
That is correct. The god of beasts, the hunt, and bloodlust.
Ooh, that's
that kind of lycanthropes can fall into them as well. Excuse me.
The hunt, you say? That sounds like a god I could get behind.
Yeah, I'll tell you all about him. Blah 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 blah.
Well, they all kind of form that Gods of Fury, and I mean, I thought they were all on good terms, but it doesn't seem to be the way.
Well, the gods are, up against the cruelest machination of all, fate.
Are we all?
Mm.
Well, I better do my best not to mention, who anymore out loud, at least.
I'm sure her titles just go fine.
Aye.
Oh, that's what you meant by the wave lady. Okay.
I mean, she goes by lots of different names. So
That's also what I call her.
Oh.
The wave lady?
You gonna nudge Tiff in the chest again?
Umberly's a surfer girl.
Leave me alone.
Coming in, I was like, Cowabunga.
That's so tubular, dude.
I love it. I mean, she is the goddess of the waves, so it makes sense to me. Although I've never been surfing myself. Luskin is not exactly a place that I would want to go surfing anyway.
That's true. Okay. Let's see. Let's take a short break, and then I'm gonna do the intro for Kier de Naval, and then we'll probably wrap up shortly after that.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Yes, of course. I can actually push one out.
I'm back. Oh my god, a beer bot? That's pretty cool.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, exhausted, dude.
Well,
Welcome back.
yeah.
Oh, hang on. Man, my god. Okay, cool. Cool.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeehaw.
The only thing, the only downside about, I guess, we can probably apply this to all of Roll20 though, is that there's no save as your typing thing.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
It's like you have to finalize the entire thing and then go back and click edit again in order for it to save properly.
It sucks, man. Hang on. Stupid. I'm just scurrying together to throw out some NPCs here. And some NPCs here. Stop that. There we go.
am back.
Welcome back. Yeehaw. Right, back. Chuck, you there? No. Okay, we're waiting on Chuck. Never give up. Trust your instincts. There he is.
Sorry about that.
All right, I believe that's everyone. Conrad?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. All right, let's get going as you guys are entering the next town. Shoo-ba-da-ba-ba-boo-ba-da. All right. Let's give you a little excerpt. As you enter Caer Dineval, you guys are coming from up north. Oh, where's the party symbol? The bat symbol. There it is. All right, yeah, you guys are heading from north. All right. Whether arriving by land or by lake, visitors are immediately confronted by the fortifications for which the town is famous. Its cliff-top fortress, known as the Caer, and the ruined watchtower at the mouth of the frozen harbor. Most of the town's buildings, which date back to the town's Comerian founders, line the path that winds down the steep slope from the Caer to the harbor, whose docks are perched on the rocky shore. The Caer, for which the town is named, is a small fortress that juts up from the prominence where it overlooks the lake. That's the Caer right there.
Thanks, narrator from Hades.
You're welcome. Right.
Kid just raged a little.
Oh, let me show you the flag.
Oh, nice.
They have a flag?
All of
So
them.
did, so, yeah, I was going to say, so did the other couple places.
Yeah. I spelled heraldry wrong. Hang on. Herald.
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 They're adventurers.
That's weird. Can't find it. It's supposed to be under players' handouts. Or is it under 10 towns? No?
Tin Town.
Oh, here we go. Caer Dineval. It's very close to the McLean coat of arms.
Ooh.
Almost, minus the fish. But anyway. But yeah.
Oh, neat.
Very nice.
Here it is. A crenellated stone watchtower on a dark blue field with a horizontal red fish facing right beneath the tower, representing the town's vigilance,
Red herring.
harbor, and proud fishing tradition. A red herring.
Wow, that got me. I'm sorry.
Subtle.
Subtle. Yes. All right.
I don't think a rail does subtle.
But yeah. So and I'll say also because Amber, the ferry is usually connected here.
Right. Yes.
But yeah, like as you're kind of walking, everyone as you're walking into town, you kind of notice a few people, maybe like around here. So like everyone just kind of looks miserable.
Sad.
Amber, you can kind of probably put two and two together, and maybe it's because things aren't running as they should be here. But yeah, you can definitely tell this is the tavern.
Ah, perfect.
But
Amber would be interested in that.
Definitely.
Excuse me. All right, but yeah, I guess you want to head to the tavern first. Otherwise,
The best place to get information, IMO. So
yeah, everyone.
I'm gonna sidle next to Jackal and be like,
Yeah.
I got word that he's here. Last seen here.
I hold up my hand, like I'm putting like at least one finger down, like you mean this guy or?
Yeah.
Tyura will probably
Well,
look for him.
Well, if, I think we should follow Amber and everybody to the tower.
I agree. Just if you could help me keep an eye out.
I'll see if I see anything, but it's a lot of. You can't hide too well, I think.
I'm tiny. I'll be fine.
Oh no, I was talking about him, but yeah, sure, yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, but I mean, Poki definitely remembers how he looks. Red tiefling,
smug,
not elderly, but like, I guess middle-aged, paunchy, balding, definitely punchable. Definitely punchable. But yeah,
so punchable.
That's also how I recommend telling people their punchability.
Nice. All right, so yeah, as you notice you have to walk uphill to get to the tavern, and once you're there, you see the tavern's name, the Uphill Climb.
Aha!
That's clever.
Quite.
Oh, all that climbing's made me thirsty, and I just walk right in.
Nice. Let's throw you up on the tavern.
Do all these taverns have to have a theme?
I like it.
Can't there just be one that just says the good place to sit down and eat?
It's a tough business to be in. Haven't you heard how tough it is to be a restaurateur?
I have no idea.
You gotta have a theme to stay in business these days.
Yeah, you ever been to the Dragon Flagon in Daggerford?
My family owned a tavern named the Brass Olive.
See that one. I mean, honestly, also that one's kind of weird. Like, who would want to eat a Brass Olive? Now, I could eat at a place called the Olive Garden or something like that.
I didn't name it.
Sounds like they're like.
But you could rename it, right?
Maybe once I own it myself.
I went to a place called the Towel Rack once.
The Towel Rack?
That was a bathhouse.
Sounds gross.
Yeah.
Why would you eat there?
Sounds like a sauna/restaurant.
I mean, it wasn't intended for that, but it could be.
I feel like drinking in a sauna sounds like a bad idea.
Oh, it's really fun. Sometimes you wake up and you don't remember where you were.
What?
In a sauna.
Why?
Oh, it's real cleansing.
Jackal just stares at her and just shakes her head. She's just like that expression, like, what are you talking about?
All right, but yeah, you guys enter into the tavern. It doesn't look too crowded. In fact, it doesn't look crowded at all. The innkeeper, they're kind of like cleaning some bottles or glasses or whatever. Large fellow, a bugbear, and I don't know. I guess like Amber and Tiffs are like walking over, and he's like, "Welcome to the Uphill Climb." Sounds miserable.
You're right there, friend.
It's like, yeah, sure, I guess. And he kind of looks back at you all, and it's like, you all traveling together?
For now, yeah.
What are you? And like he kind of looks at your weapons and stuff, and he's like, "Are you guys adventurers?"
Yes, we are.
And he's like nodding. All right.
So if you need a hand around here, let us know.
Well, I think maybe you should check out the care itself.
The what?
The cairn.
The cairn.
Yeah.
Does he mean? Leans in the amber. Does he mean town or something?
No, it's the castle that we saw on the way here.
Yeah, the castle, fortress, whatever.
Right, just say that then.
Well, we all
That's not
call
what
it
they're
the
called up here.
That's weird.
I'm actually glad Tiff said something because I had no idea what they were talking about.
As far as I know, Karen is like a pile of stones. So I guess these guys
Yeah.
might be organized piles of stones.
Basically what it is. It's
I thought that's what the Scottish people called their children.
I believe it's Welsh. It originates from Welsh, or I don't know. I could be wrong.
Care? Yeah, it is Welsh.
Ah.
And it does mean exactly that. You know,
Yeah.
Stronghold, fortress, citadel, equivalents.
Yeah. Pile of stones. So
Tyura's going to ask, do you have any rooms on the ground floor? I'm not sure how well Gimlet here is going to deal with stairs.
sorry, what'd you say?
Do you have any rooms on the ground floor?
And he says, "Well, you can only stay down here on the ground floor. All my rooms are booked up.
I see.
I ain't got any booze either.
Do you know any other inns in town that might be able to accommodate us?
Nope."
No
I mean-
booze!
And he looks
What?
at Amber. No booze. With the with the ferry down, we can't get our deliveries from Goodmead or anywhere else.
Oh, God, no.
I think we found our mission.
And he says, if you want rooms, well, you should probably check out the care. I mean, the speaker supposedly have some guests over there. Maybe you can sign up as one of them too.
Poki becomes visibly nervous.
This place already sucks.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm definitely doing the negative man pose here.
I feel like we're supposed to go to the cairn.
Quick, we gotta go solve it. Oh, I'm starting to like shove everyone out the door. Come on, we gotta go to the cairn.
That's good. That's good.
Right, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jackal like looks at Poki and just like says like kind of gives it that look. Like I don't know.
I mean, I could like a good drink, but I mean, I don't know if it's that important, but
No drinks. I mean, he can probably serve you some frozen water, but excuse me, melted water, melted ice, melted water.
Melted water.
It's just air.
It's all the rage.
Water.
Melted.
Water.
Frozen ice, please.
ice blood.
Oh.
What would you call melted ice?
Melted ice. All right. To Poki, to the bartender. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jackal's just kind of like just doing the devil horn thing and just be like sort of like, we gonna ask this guy if we've seen a tiefling, or are we moving on?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's at the speaker's place.
All right. Give me the clear juice. They just have mixers here.
Yeah, they basically. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Like when you walked in the tavern, like it really smells like fish. I mean, there's right next to the lake, so fish is like huge here. Someone's eating like fish with fish soup, fish tea.
Fish tea.
Fish soup sounds really fucking good right now.
I love fish soup, man. I
Very
love
good.
fish soup. And,
Honestly,
in Jamaica, we call fish soup fish tea. So.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
That's cool, actually. Honestly, Jackal's probably like, you girls could probably hear her stomach growl just from like the smell of here. Like what would probably be a like ew fishy smell to like a lot of people, like to Jackal, it kind of smells good.
Ooh. Yeah, it's
Did you
real
wanna-
fish in here.
Did you want a snack, Jackal?
Yeah.
Filet fish.
I'll hand her one of my cooking
Nice.
treats.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got a barrel of fish, so you can definitely
I'm handing her
you
one of
know.
my special cooking treats, so she gets 2 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Now, don't go losing those all in one place now.
Kanye West, you know, all the fish you want.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, only 2 temporary hit points? I thought it was 4.
It's like nothing.
2 for now.
Where'd I get 4 temporary hit points one time from?
Yeah.
Might have been from something else.
I'll give the other 2 Tyria.
Oh,
Tyura.
Tyura.
Oh, sorry.
You're sleepy. It's okay. I forgive you.
I'm like looking at the spelling right now.
Like it's pronounced like Tyura,
But I
Tyura.
keep wanting to, I
but
want to
close
roll.
together.
I want to roll my tongue in there somewhere.
I do that too because I was watching. When I thought of the name, I was watching a lot of The Last Kingdom on Netflix.
Ah,
So I was thinking all Viking names. So there's a Tyura in Vikings. So I mean in Last Kingdom.
I like it a lot.
Hey. I like it too.
well, suppose we go check for vacancies in that big old stone place, eh?
Yeah.
Come on, it's not all that bad.
The booze!
Didn't you buy
I
a
don't
whole
respond to
bunch?
that.
It's for us! We gotta make sure these people can drink!
That's for on the road. It's while we're driving.
Exactly.
All right.
Poki's in the back while we're walking up to this place.
Mm-hmm. Let me take you to the map one more time. Oops.
I'm going to see how Poki's like super nervous and stuff. I'm going to conjure, like, do a minor conjuration, and do like just make like a very big scarf, very thick, big scarf that she can like wrap around her face.
Amazing.
Ooh, hey, that's cute. All right, yeah. So wrap
I
it
usually
around.
make myself the big old scarf, but Poki seems nervous. So.
Can you make a scarf big enough so the two of you can wrap around it at the same time?
I don't think so.
I'm just
that would be
imagining-
significantly larger than 3 feet.
I'm just imagining this scarf pile with a chef hat on top.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna draw that.
But yeah, I guess with Hammer in the lead, you guys are rushing up to the car. All right.
Where's the speaker?
Oops. Give me like 2 minutes while I fix the lighting.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh, great. All right. When I put your characters on here, it got deleted. Great.
Yay!
No.
Yep, and all the other NPCs I put they're all deleted. All right.
Wow.
Well, let me leave it this way. Let me just show you the front gate or something,
Ooh, okay.
and
That's cool.
we'll pick it up from here next time.
Yeah, that sounds great. Give you some time to recover.
Yeah.
Theater of the mind.
That sounds great.
Yeah, what a huge pain in the ass.
I hate losing work.
Oh yeah, it makes you cry.
Kick to the
I really, really hope they get back to you, man.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of working on Dungeon Draft.
God, that thing likes to crash.
Oh,
All right, this is a big map.
I think I've had an entire map gone for that.
Yeah, same.
Jeez, man.
Oh wow,
This is a big map. Yeah, wow.
It's
That is a big map. This is like
huge
a
fortress.
this is a Ravenloft size map.
But yeah, you guys. How do I do the thing to drag you guys to where?
Shift and hold.
Shift. Click yes.
Shift hold. All right.
Perfect. There we go. We're centered.
Yeah. I guess I showed you too much. But
We
it's a
didn't see
fortress. And there's like a guard like on the higher level, And it's like, who goes there?
We're adventurers looking to speak with. Do you have a town speaker?
It's like, and it's like, and he looks at you like he like takes out like some glasses, like a binoculars. I mean,
Mhm.
and he's like, "Oh, you the icebreakers?
Yeah, that's us.
We've been expecting you."
Oh,
And it's like,
That's
stand back as we open the gates.
yeah. Amber looks back at everyone. See, I told you, helping people helps.
I got a good feeling about this.
Jackal, I shout out to them like, "Hey, why'd you laugh after you said that?"
It's like, because I'm so happy you're here.
Oh man, this isn't this at all.
Amber, I think actually you might be on the right case here. The lack of booze might be driving him insane.
I gotta just look at.
Right, but yeah, he like cranks open. So it's the doors, then the portcullis, the bars, right? Then again, this place is forted up.
Yeah.
But let's end it here.
Double portcullis.
Double
Scary.
Double
Double
portcullis
bars,
all the
double-
way.
double doors, double port.
What does it mean?
Right. But yeah, we'll end
Yay!
it here. Pick it up for next time. Hoorah! Hope you guys had fun.
Yeah.
Sorry that I was out of it for the most part.
That's all right.
You're kind of like had some weird things going on here at home. So
I
One of those weeks.
okay. No
I think
worries.
I think like everybody's got that.
I hope we can go high five Patroclus again. The guy's cool.
Yeah, I just hope everything's okay with you, Hunter.
oh yeah, everything's fine. It's just
Okay.
weird.
Awkward. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand.
Thank you for the session. It's fun to play Icewind Dale again.
Yeah.
You.
I really
Yeah,
liked
next week
just
will
being
be,
able to, chat with
reach-
people and stuff.
So what was that, Pat?
Just getting to know the others a little bit more and stuff is love it. So
Yeah.
Or taking Gimlet out for a test drive.
yeah,
Be fun.
want to see him in battle. Him, her.
That's so cute.
That's very cute. I love it. I love it.
They'll never recognize me.
That's what I'm picturing. Noise.
Now you just have to prestidigit it to change colors every hour.
I'm a halfling with pink hair. Oh no.
Well, I can turn it into different color. So
That's true.
I need to start pulling a Wolfram and just start druid crafting some like herbs or something. Start dyeing my hair.
Mm.
You always go
put that in.
the straight wolfram route and just dye it black. Become goth.
Hell
Become
yeah.
goth.
Nice. Become goth.
Goth Poki.
Goth
my
chef.
bubbly
Our-
pink hair.
I would normally suggest you just cut your hair all the way off, but we're also in a very cold climate area, and you need that just little bit of extra layer and warmth. So I
That's very
don't think
true.
that's a good idea.
I know it's like 70 degrees down here, and I cut all my hair off, and I'm like, "Where's my beanie?"
Man.
Oh,
hate
so
this map.
I think my
Like-
chat is cursed.
Oh no! What happened?
I had my notebook on my thing while I was writing, and I look up, and this is what's in my chat box.
Yeah, 10.
Yeehaw,
I don't know where that came from.
Yeehaw 10.
The ghost is trying to communicate with you.
What's going on?
That's weird.
It's
Where
actually
did we even say yeehaw today?
Yeah,
Poki-
she did. She
Poki's
did say.
trying to talk to you.
She did say yeehaw earlier.
Oh, I see it up there.
Yeah, I see her saying yeehaw.
I don't know where the 10 came from.
I don't know where the 10 comes from. Because like I was wondering, like, maybe someone made a roll, but no one. That's not there. Wow.
Yeehaw, Connor.
Yeehaw.
10,000 yeehaws.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a spell. Power word kill.
10,000 yeehaws.
Yeah.
Can you show me where
Jesus
that-
Christ, don't do that to anyone.
Can you show me where the journal is, please?
The journal? Oh, That's weird. You can't see it. Like right under player characters, there should be another category that says PC, Bio, and Journal. And then you drop that down, and everyone can only see their own.
Oh,
You have SAM primary, SAM secondary. Obviously, you can ignore secondary.
beautiful. I shall update that for you.
No worries. Take your time with it. It's voluntary. Just to.
I haven't even had time to update everybody's character stuff at work. Ugh.
That's okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's gonna. Maybe only do that like every 4 levels or something.
Okay.
Because we're gonna be leveling up, all the time in Tomb or even in this game.
Well, with Tomb, it might be slowing down a bit to
Fair.
chapter milestones because you guys are getting to the end game.
Fair.
It's very quick updating. It's just the month of March is slamming us. So once this month is over, that'll be good to update everything.
Spring break. Woo! I want to pet a
Spring
dolphin.
break.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh wait, that's a real thing that people did, huh?
Sadly.
They're still doing it.
I'm so sorry.
See, the thing is, like, tons of people come down here, right?
Yeah.
And make Floridians look bad.
Yeah, no, I saw the last year all the models where it was like, look, everyone at this one beach in Fort Jackson or whatever, and then they traced it back to like, just a whole bunch of people in the South driving to Florida and then driving back home.
I mean, I won't deny it. We the population here ain't exactly too bright, but
sure,
that's true.
They're not gonna go to crowded areas like that.
Yeah, we're just gonna like Miami. Pff, that place is crowded and the water's too
exactly. No one's gonna go to Miami. Long Beach? Hell no. I mean South Beach. I meant South Beach, but hell no. No one's.
I'm looking at the
I hate
crazy
South
people.
Beach anyway.
Same.
I hate Miami in general.
The Strixhaven stuff is so cool.
Yeah. Have you seen
the
it, Sean?
Orc Mage Slam's desk.
Yeah. That is a really cool design.
Yeah, like did you see the red white wizard? It's like
I haven't yet.
He's like, oh god, I need to show it to you. It's so great.
When is this set supposed to be dropping?
Well, the previews start this week, and then generally it's like the mid to late April 23rd, I think.
Okay.
Let me find this guy because he is so fucking cool. Like I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna like. Just I mean, is it usually is like the greatest anyway? So it's,
fucking is it?
Red white, red blue, and
here we go.
It's Zaffrey, is that his name? Starts with a Z. So hard to find things sometimes.
I believe in you.
I know, thank you. Posted it earlier. Maybe I should just.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, let me just.
Was it the one you linked earlier in Saltmarsh?
No. This was an image I posted earlier on Twitter.
Oh, true.
Also, I want to say I really liked Tiff's introduction of her third level stuff. I loved that.
That was cool. Yeah.
Good. Oh shit! I keep forgetting. Everyone gets inspo.
Yeah.
Whoa!
All right. Here he comes.
If your inspo is maxed out, you found 100 gold on the floor.
Oh damn.
Oh, okay.
All right. Look at this guy.
5.
5. Yes.
Yo, look at this Mozart motherfucker.
Yeah.
I decided what I wanted to.
Rad. That's Mozart. Oh my god. I love that.
We're still here.
Yes.
I decided I know what I want my nat 20 to be.
Oh yes.
Okay.
What's the deal with this guy's laughter? Since I lose it after this session, so I wanted to make sure that I at least use it on something.
He's really happy.
Just an insight check on this guy.
He's super
okay. Cool.
Happy
All right. All right. This guy's just a little
because
cool with that.
He's super happy to see you because he gets to open the gates and he loves the device, the machinations of opening it.
Okay, I can respect that. I can absolutely respect that. Okay,
I'm the same way personally.
I just spent mine. We're good.
Nice.
Hugging the party. Everyone gets 5 temp HP.
Oh shit!
But that guy right there is the face card for the commander deck, Chuck.
Oh fuck yeah!
For the Izzet deck.
The Mozart guy.
Yeah. Like we use storms and music together.
So much. Oh my god! I might have to steal this to make a bard or something.
Yeah,
no, 100% do that. Seriously,
so cool.
I would play. We should play
love
EDH,
it.
but I don't have a webcam anymore.
I really love this design. I really like this design. Damn.
That fuck's hard.
I hear EH, and I think Magic the Gathering.
That's what I was referencing. Yeah.
Oh,
I have a commander deck, but I don't have a webcam right now to play.
So
unfortunately,
we've been playing on Tabletop Simulator, which has basically access to every Magic card that ever existed. So you can import your deck list as it is that you actually own, or you could just have fun theory crafting and making
cardboarding. I'm down.
Yeah. The only thing is, the group that we play with, we kind of limit it to like an overall value of not ludicrous. So no tons of, no mock set with a Black Lotus.
Right, yeah.
Well, to be fair, those are banned in Commander anyway, so.
I'm using those as an example.
I know. Wink, wink.
Like, of course, you would want to use dual lands and everything if you had them. But, like, for instance, it's just, you can play what you want to play.
Yeah, I just use carbon copies of the decks that I have.
I got sent one of the Zendikar commander decks, and I was enjoying it a lot.
Which one did you get? I forget. Was it the?
I got the Dimir one.
Okay, the really good one.
I the Lands one. I just haven't sleeved it yet.
Yeah, the Rogues one is so good.
Dimir, like blue black, is basically what I play every season. So, well, I hit diamond today. By the way, I'm so happy.
I've been getting more attached to white green. I can't.
Green Stelesnia is so good. I'm a saproling token person at heart, so I love anything that's token propagation.
I was telling Integer about how I made a cat deck that is truly, literally only cats except for artifacts and lands, and every single picture in it, every creature had to be type cat, so no shapeshifters, no changelings, and every spell in the deck had to have a picture of a cat in it.
That's amazing.
And it's actually surprisingly okay for those limitations. You'd be surprised. It's like not actually that terrible. There's more cats in Magic than you'd think.
I mean, especially in Eldraine, they actually made a couple cat decks based around the whole set, right?
Yeah.
Well, they introduced Arabo, and Arabo is just amazing.
Fucking busted.
It's
Arabo's been since like 2016, so it's been a while.
Eminence is truly just a OP thing for a commander.
And you could always go Naya and add the red in, and there's another cat commander.
I'll add you.
But it's not really a cat commander. It's got a cat. It's a commander.
We're doing a Magic game on Friday, I think. Anybody else play Magic? Want to join?
Anybody want to learn Magic? Yeah.
We also play board games. If any of you guys have Tabletop Simulator or want to get Tabletop Simulator to join us for board games.
I keep meaning to pick up the PC version of Gloomhaven because it's apparently actually good and affordable.
I would totally join, but this weekend I actually have some stuff that I have to work on and finish for our in-person group. So I need to make sure that I get that finished first.
We do stuff.
Do anything.
Let me know. I just didn't want anybody to feel like they were being left out. So
kind of you.
I actually literally just started up Tabletop Simulator for the very first time this weekend, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I did the same thing when I first got it like 6 months ago. I basically downloaded a bunch of like D&D tabletop setups that people had out of the workshop, and then I judged them harshly.
A lot of it is crap. But on the other hand, some of the player created stuff is better than the actual official DLC.
There is some amazing if we all had Tabletop Simulator and could all use this, like, I did find one that like had a bunch of Roll20 stuff that you had like a screen and a tablet in front of you, so you could have like the map and stuff and a bunch of stuff in front of you while also like tabletoping. It was interesting. It's a lot of crazy stuff you can do in that game.
Yeah, and like for instance, the mod that I keep on going back to, it's like better than the actual physical game and better than the official release they did. There's a mod for Terraforming Mars that's better than the officially released video game.
I'd believe that.
It's so good.
Mods are always better.
Yeah, it's really, really good, and so we keep on playing that.
I was very into playing Pandemic until Pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eric and I had
Literally sucked all the fun out of that game.
we had a challenge for each other where we wanted to play through season 1 of Pandemic Legacy
Yeah.
during the quarantine, and it turned out we had plenty of time.
I have an unopened. I've been trying to get a group together, an unopened season 1 box. None of my friends are cool.
Funny thing is that the thing that you contend with in season 1 is like suspiciously close to Cloven. The name is like Corrid or something like that, and we're like, wait,
That's
what?
on the nose.
Yeah, it was like Coda,
Holy
19
shit.
or something like that. So Eric and I were like, wait.
Fuck.
Of course, it goes off the rails a little bit from there, but up until it was very, very eerie. All right, I want to get off. Thank you, guys.
Farewell.
Yeah, have a good night.
Good
See
night,
y'all
everybody.
next week for two.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go so hard.
Excuse me.
Good night.
Yeah, good night.
Sleep well.
I got to do some sort of maybe some retconning for TOA for setup for the next chapter.
Oh no.
Kind of, sort of. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Wither survive.
No, you didn't. No, you killed him.
No, come on
You
now.
earned that. No.
I just
yeah,
like that Conrad came in and he's the one that
Cool
took him
stick. Whack. Who is this guy?
Doesn't matter. He's dead. That's all that matters.
He was
That's
radiating
all that
evil.
matters.
That's like not good, man.
out. Just fully willing to just drop stealth to get on his ass, and I don't like. I'm sorry, but I don't fucking care. I'm gonna try and get this guy.
You murder that man right away.
God. What if you actually killed his Simulacrum?
No.
This means more opportunities to smite.
Or his
No,
clone?
that was the real Withers. You got him.
No, I won't believe you, Chuck.
I'm going to use this amulet to
I did.
become the
Yeah,
next
nice.
wizard.
And I did
Well,
sort
I
of
was-
set up some stuff with that.
I was
talk to
curious
plants
about.
too.
I want to call him the ghost of Thanksgiving's past because he reminds me of the guy from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. The thing that popped up, and I think it was Sam who just,
yeah!
punched
30
it,
years
and run
ago.
around and killed it.
Yeah, Colate.
Yeah, what was up with
Yeah,
that?
that's right.
He was enslaved to the coin that you picked up.
Oh, okay. So we
So
set him
he
free
tried-
then.
Yeah, basically. So like you heard the story about how the ghost you met in the temple and that Colate like fought each other and both blew up.
Mm.
When Colate blew up, the coin was like, "I'm more powerful than you. Fuck you," and enslaved him.
Ah, okay.
So he
And-
became like a drone that protected the coin, but you killed him, and now you have the coin.
Okay.
Thousands of years ago, before the
Yeah,
dawn
right?
of time.
You see the mist of. Oh my god! He totally looks like that. Man, I'm excited.
Yeah, it should be good. I'll be posting some stuff in chat whenever I have time to write the next chapter out.
And yeah,
About
like
what I
whenever,
want to do.
whenever we get a chance, there's a few things I want to check in with you.
Yeah, I think I'll be going over a few things with you regarding some stuff to get that all expedited.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing as a druid.
Yeah, big spooky druid time.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I'm excited to see how your stuff works out. Because you hate animals.
She
Great
hates
dynamic.
animals because they're dumb and dirty. Like
Yeah,
if
it's a
she
double
can
whammy.
awaken an animal, she'd be like, okay, now I can talk with you.
When I was in a D&D live show, my character was like the same thing, a druid that hates animals but loves plants. So like, every session I usually cast like Speak with Plants, and the DM would just make every plant like unreasonable to talk to,
Mm-hmm.
like dumb as shit because they're plants. They're like rooted in one place. They can only see in like one direction usually.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of everything, I began hating plants as well.
Wow.
My favorite episode, we went to this house that was just like filled with traps. Like everything was just designed to fuck us over. Then I see a plant, a potted plant, and I go, "Oh yes, I can get some information out of this." And I cast Speak with Plants on it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. And I was like, "This is a fake plant, isn't it, Ben?" And he's like, "Yep, it's plastic."
Amazing.
my players were going through an area where there's some overlap with the Feywild, and one of them was decided to carve their name into a tree.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and fairy comes out and animates the tree, and convinces the tree that the tree is its mother, the character's mother. So now just marked on our map is their mother. Like, where is it?
All right.
Tree mom.
That's pretty cool. Hey, good for him. He was able to convince that. Man.
Yes, I just have marked on the map DJ's mom, the character.
I do miss that, like, because 5e druids, they can't turn or talk to plants. I do miss that. That'd be really cool. But, Drew another tails. Oh, okay. All right, gang. I'll see you next time. Some of y'all.
Yeah, thanks for the game, Sean. That was really good.
Yeah.
So thank you.
I
Thanks very
really
much.
hope you hear back from Roll20.
Same.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. That's all.
Yeah, it was really good.
Of course.
Always.
Awesome. All right. But wait, I was gonna say, like that priest, that was that persuasion check that I gave Brick. That was like, I was like, all right, he has to talk about Umberly, and he has to succeed the persuasion check. And if you did, he would have given you the whole plot.
Wow.
Oh shit.
That would have been a lot.
That would have been a lot.
But a big chunk of it.
Big chungus.
Yeah, you failed the most important check of the game. Good job. I'm just kidding. All right. No. Yeah. What is this? The dog hate.
Yeah, I know, right?
I will not tolerate dog hate.
The only good dog is that.
I'm sorry, I'm specifically talking about dogs in a card game.
All right. Fair.
I like dogs in. I like cards in real life too. I like dogs in real life.
There's some really good dog
yeah.
cards. What are you talking?
I don't think Canadians are capable of liking dogs.
Really? Why not?
Do you know anything about like dog sledding, bro?
Oh,
That's like Alaska.
I didn't know
That's like
Canada did
America.
that. I only know about it.
Canada
in Alaska.
didn't. Well, Canada did do it, and then a bunch of Europeans showed up.
Tell me more.
Oh, they showed up and they
they
decided
did
the
what
whole fucking thing, and
right. They did what Europeans do. Yeah. It was specifically the French or the English.
both actually.
Both.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
French
time
and
we've ever
English
done something
were
together.
basically we all know how Africa turned out, but basically England and France did the same thing to North America. They raced each other to destruction.
Yeah.
Who can loot this place faster?
Hey, and don't get me started on Spain.
Who won?
Oh, fuck those guys too.
Yeah. God damn.
Who looted faster?
I think the Brits technically looted. No, I lied. The French did, and then the Brits killed the French and then took over. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Okay.
number one.
Okay. Shut up. Same thing in Jamaica, because
For specifically Quebec, where they hate the English so much,
Man. We were quote unquote discovered by Christopher Columbus, and Spain, was in charge of Jamaica first, but then England was like, "Oh, well, let's take this then," and they beat up Spain, and then took over.
It'd be more like, I say, old chap, that appears to be our land you're standing on.
quick, let's steal the spice trade and use
wrong,
it.
Conrad, because I can actually understand what you just said.
You know when you said that Jamaicans like fish soup, fish tea?
Fish tea, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I can't wait to appropriate that.
You're horrible. Hey,
Fuck, that's funny.
That's funny. That's real funny.
I gotta elbow your ribs every now and then.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I appropriated it when your guard was down.
Right? It's like, I will take this and then ruin it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
not cooking it properly.
Hunter, that reminded me of that one scene from Simpsons.
No pepper.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah. When Homer got that big pile of sugar, and he looks away for just a little bit.
First you get the sugar, then you get the money, then you get the women.
Good stuff. All right, gang. Take care.
Yeah.
Sleep
Good
well.
night.
Yeah, have a good night, y'all.
Yep. Sleep well.
Later.